Hey guys, welcome back to another exciting episode of Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. I'm your host, Justin Wise, lead analyst at KrakenCryptocurrency.com. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. Going to publish a quick update on the markets today. Obviously, as you guys know, the area that I'm in has gone through a natural disaster and I am unable to post regularly or live stream regularly. We won't have regular utilities restored for a few days, so I have to be very, very quick with this update as I have a limited amount of power on the generator to run the computer equipment. So we're going to hurry up, get through the charts, cover today's bullish price action, and talk about how you can survive the cryptocurrency bull market. Yes, we talked about how to survive the cryptocurrency bear market. I'm sure you've heard about that. But did you know you equally need survival skills to survive the bull market? And if you guys stay tuned closer to the end of the video, I will give you my top 5 tips for enjoying more success in this bull run than you did in the last one. All right, guys, stay tuned. Let's break into the markets. Let's go. Okay, guys, so we're going to start off with taking a look at Bitcoin today, the lead of the king of cryptos here. Bitcoin, surprisingly, not surprisingly, of course, we're in a bullish trend. So what's going to be more likely? Green candles or red candles? If you answer green candles, you are correct. Anyways, Bitcoin on today's daily, looking like we were going to break down yesterday with that large red impetus sell candle. And we talked about yesterday the possibility of a correction to 10.5 to 10.25. And while that still is the case, as we can see, the baseline that I'm currently using for this PTP system is at 10,255. While that is still a possibility, one that we should be ready for. So I do still think that individuals and I myself need to have buy orders around the $10,000 area, 10,255, 10,500, so that we can capitalize on those movements to the downside if Bitcoin does correct a little bit more significantly. Keep in mind what that's going to do for your altcoin portfolios as well. I think a lot of individuals are getting greedy holding on the altcoins right here. And yes, we might get some massive continuation. But again, looking to take profits in profitable areas is never a bad idea. However, Bitcoin putting in a nice candle on the daily, nothing that is really indicative of a reversal or continuation to the upside, just a nice green bullish candle, kind of wiping out shorts that got very aggressive on yesterday's close. But there's no reason to be shorting this, even though we might retrace back to 10.2 or 10.5. That is not a trade that I want to short. That's not a short that I want to be in. The reason why is because the trend is bullish. I do not trade against the dominant trend. It is one of those rules in life that it's one of those rules in life that have saved me from massive mistakes. So just watch out for situations where you're incentivized to trade against the trend and don't, and you will do much better in life, I guarantee you. As we can look at our momentum oscillators here, we see that volume is still confirming positive trades, as is our confirmation indicator. And of course, our initiator is not actually giving us an impetus signal right now. We're not getting a primary or continuation signal, so no signals on the daily. Looking at our exit strategy here, we have not crossed underneath 0.7 on the inverted Fisher transform applied to the RSI. So that is the exit signal that I'd be looking for. This has allowed us to stay in this trade for this entire trend. And we have no reason to exit longs yet so far. So if you are in a long position, if you're in a leveraged long position, and you are in profit, you've moved your stop loss up, perhaps you have a trailing stop loss on right now, I don't see a reason for you to close the trade. The trend is bullish, and so we're going to play the statistic or the probability that price is going to continue from here. If you're not in a trade, I would continue to hold Bitcoin spot long, and I would wait for a continuation signal. All right, looking at market cap dominance, we do see market cap dominance grinding the lows out here. Now, typically, when price grinds out lows, it tends to break in that direction. That would indicate a break to the downside. We see our next significant support here for market capitalization down around 58%, which, if that does happen, is going to lead to incredible bullishness for the alt. So the first sign to watch for here on Bitcoin dominance is going to be a break below 61. Getting a break below 61 would be forming a new low, and we would assume to see the breakdown from that level. All right, taking a look at Ethereum here. Ethereum on Bitfinex doing something very similar to Bitcoin. As I said, very similar to kind of silver as compared to gold. Ethereum looking a little bit more bullish here. The reason why is because its consolidation has lasted less, and it has put in some more significant movements to the upside. So more of a pronounced movement to the upside, and we do see more sideways consolidation here on Ethereum as compared to Bitcoin, where we do kind of see a ranging V or valley shape formation. Looking at the indicators here, we don't see any signals, but looking at the exit strategy, we also do not have an exit. So If you are in a leveraged position on Ethereum or in an active trade, I would hold that position open, most likely with a trailing stop loss at this point in time. If you had a good entry, or if you exited for any reason here and then took a continuation, I would have a trailing stop loss on. If you've moved the correct distance to be setting one of those. Secondly, I would be, so if you're in an active position, you can hold the position. If you're not in a position, I would wait again for a continuation signal. We do not have one right now. As we can see, our primary entry indicator is not giving us an entry signal, nor do we have a reversal within the trend reversal baseline bounce opportunity. I would continue to hold Ethereum spot long if you're doing so and wait for this exit signal, which if we do get a red candle tomorrow, might put it in. But let's be patient. Let's wait and see. Let's watch. All right, let's head over to crypto bubbles to see what the big movers of the day were. And of course, this is trading as BTC. Let's see how things appreciated against USD. And again, a massively bullish day for the altcoins here. We see Numenair up 165%, Iris up 41.5%. That's going to be some DeFi. Waves got listed on Binance Perpetuals this morning, pumped quite nicely, up 15.7%. RLC up 20%, Lend, Aave up 16.1%, Aragon up 35%. Just massive gains. Massive gains worldwide. Compound up 18.3, but of course it was up more intraday. Let's go take a look at some of those big movers of the day, and of course Link. All right, so Compound USD, again, having an incredible movement today, 15% currently from close, but the overall movement of the candle was almost 40%. So great movement out of Compound, good excitement coming in from that. Remember, as you guys recall, that this was the area that I was hesitant to buy, and then we dipped. I did not buy. I did not have a position in Compound. Now, as far as our trading system goes, unfortunately, we don't have enough data on the daily to have a valid signal for any kind of PTP system, at least for mine anyways. Mine is a little less sensitive. But if I were to consider this a blue bar, I could see a entry here. But of course, the way that QQE mod works, you do want to have a blue bar above the white line. And MACD leader just does not have enough data to call a trade. So this would have had to be discretionary in some sense. We do see price breaking the baseline and continuing to appreciate right here. So I do think that Compound is has finally reached somewhat of a local bottom. The next test for Compound will be on a retrace if we can actually hold the 154 level, or let's just call it the 150 area. That would be previous resistance turn support is what we would like to see, and we would like to see Compound make a nice move from there. But again, remember that these are momentum assets, so they typically continue on their merry way until they stop. So if you are feeling aggressive on Compound, I do not blame you. DeFi is certainly all the rage, and DeFi looking good. Let's see here. All of these trades, for the most part, have closed. We're not in these active trades anymore. So let's go ahead and look at Link, and then we'll take a look at our active positions real quick. So we'll look at Link USDT over on Binance. So Link putting in a nice movement today, a 20% candle, breaking resistance. And this is kind of the movement that we would like to see out of Bitcoin. As you can see, kind of topping out, pulling back for a few days, and then pushing up. Obviously, Bitcoin and Ethereum have moved sideways for almost a week now. But again, that would be the bullish movement that we would like to be seeing. And again, Link, of course, giving us the continuation signal almost a week ago, right here on this candle, after we broke upwards from this consolidation area. And again, what are the things that we're looking for to help confirm a breakout candle? Certain things that you can look for are a strong candle body close and good volume. Now, this isn't an overly high amount of volume, but certainly larger than the median, the mean that we had seen over the past several weeks. So again, decent volume, and again, a good, strong candle body close above resistance, which did lead to a continued breakout. So good trade there, and not a massive volume spike on Link today. So I think Link can continue to run here, and that's going to absolutely astound people. But I think we're going to continue to see Chain Link run. All right, so that's the major cryptocurrencies and the things that I am looking for. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at our precious metals here, because I've gotten a lot of requests for these. Obviously, gold correcting a lot the other day and then putting in a doji on today's daily candle. As I am recording this, it is past the daily close. So we have put in a doji on the daily. A doji typically indicates that the markets are at equilibrium, that buyers have exactly as much strength as sellers, and that we have somewhat hit a wall, okay? It is not the strongest reversal candle that we could see. So again, if one is trading with discretion, with some price action, with the fundamental bullishness of gold, this would be an opportunity to buy the dip. For myself, I'm not going to be doing that as I'm already holding gold. So I really don't have more capital that I want to allocate to gold. So I'll be simply trading gold with my trading account. To trade gold, I need to see gold get currently up above 2065, but I expect that number will drop over the next few weeks. So the kind of the perfect thing that I would like to see here is some consolidation and gold move sideways. But again, it's largely going to depend on Bitcoin as well, I think, or we can see an early sign of what Bitcoin will do in gold or what gold will do in Bitcoin, because Bitcoin and gold correlation has never been higher than it is right now. So definitely watching for that. If Bitcoin decides to appreciate here, gold will appreciate as well, in my estimation. Noticing that our momentum indicators have, of course, flipped into the bearish territory, and we have, of course, gotten the exit signal, but of course, that is going to be generated because of this big red candle that we've seen here on gold. So again, fundamentally bullish on gold, but let us wait. Let's wait as we have flipped the trend bearish here, and let's see what emerges. All right. Looking at silver, as I said yesterday, silver structurally and technically a little bit more bullish than gold here. I think silver has the opportunity to appreciate, and although I do believe that gold and silver will move broadly in the same direction, so I don't really expect to see gold move into a bearish trend as silver moves into a bullish trend. I think that gold and silver will largely still continue their bullish trends, especially with the current macroeconomic conditions that we're moving into. So, silver looking good here. Reversal baseline bounce. Beautiful trade setup for a reversal baseline bounce. For those of you who are unaware, reversal baseline bounce is a pseudo discretionary trade that pathways to profit traders can take under certain conditions. And this is a good example of that. So setting limit orders right at the baseline would have given one a good profit opportunity on silver. Palladium and platinum still broadly in bullish trends, and certainly weekly trends look good. But I would not be a buyer of platinum and palladium at these price levels. I do want to see some changes in market structure. Now, platinum is coming down for a retest, so if you are aggressive, I will not deny that this is kind of a buy the dip opportunity, as we are technically forming a higher low and we are forming higher highs, so we are still in a bullish market structure. But I don't see any continuation signals. I don't see any valid signals. We are above the baseline, so if you're using a reversals within the trend strategy or system, make sure to keep your risk adequate for that trade. And the same with palladium. Palladium's come down close to the baseline, put in somewhat of a double bottom, a slightly higher low, but this is after forming a lower high. So this is indicative of consolidation potentially. So I want to wait and see how this consolidation plays out before I take the break in the dominant direction, which currently would be to the upside. I did not see any CFD trades that I wanted to put on, but I did identify some on my watch list, which I shared with the premium members in today's community mentoring session, which, by the way, was a great community mentoring session. So thanks to all the primos who came out. All right, not something that we normally do, but given the odd structure of today's situation, I'm going to go ahead and give some updates on our trades that we've posted via our premium signal service. Obviously, our premium signal service is one of the services that we offer in our premium trading group. And so far, we are having a fantastic run of it. The Forex trades that we signaled all the way back in July, we have continued to hold the Euro Yen, the Aussie Kiwi, the Pound Yen, and the Pound Kiwi. The ETF trades that we signaled for last week, DDM and PPSC, have appreciated well, so holding over the weekend was a good idea. Big shout outs to Alex for getting us in these monster one BTC and ETH-BTC trades. The ETH-BTC trade is, of course, with margin as well, so producing great returns for us. And then, of course, our most recent trades that we indicated, Beam, Pearl, and Enigma, all did quite well as our long speculation on Bitcoin. A little bit of a treat for you guys if you're watching this on the day that it was posted, because you can see two Forex trades that we did signal today in the form of the Canadian yen and the Swissy yen as well. So overall, up in raw ROI, about 180%. Let's take a look over at our close results so far for the month of August. And we can see that we've put in a very good win rate with fantastic trades on Ethereum, Theta, HBAR, and Dent would be the standouts here, with fairly minimal losses on gold and with the Aussie dollar. So overall, we can see that we are up about 16.93% unrealized ROI. We've achieved 13.33% additional Bitcoin to our portfolio, as we can see indicated by here, and about 3.17% growth of USD. So USD trades have done okay, but our BTC trades, our BTC quote trades, have certainly outperformed and outpaced. Whereas if we combine that all to what is the total USD growth of our portfolio, 16.93 so far just this month, just in August. So again, the goals are real, ladies and gentlemen. You can return these gains being a patient, consistent trend following trader, using a daily strategy, using a methodological approach, and that is what we specialize in. And while this is easy for us to do in any sort of market condition, once you have developed the proper system, it certainly is easier to do in a bull market. But again, those same psychological mistakes can come out. So just pay attention to them as we move forward. If you guys are interested in these signals or returning some of these gains, of course, you can check out the Link at the top, premium.krakencryptocurrency.com. Now let's get back into my top 5 tips for surviving the crypto market. So my top 5 tips for surviving the crypto bull market. Number 1 is take profit. Many individuals who were trapped in the 2017 bull market, yes, I said trapped in the 2017 bull market, were in that position because they refused to take profit, right? They always assume that price is going to go higher, and this is the psychological aspect of trading. When your trade, when the asset that you're holding appreciates rapidly in price, greed will kick in. When you approach that area where you said to yourself, well, I'm going to sell a good chunk of my position here, and you get close to that area, something inside of you will awaken and start whispering to you that price will just continue to go up. I mean, we are going to go at least twice as high. Why would you sell any here? That is a foolish voice, and fools listen to that voice, and they are worse off because of it. When you plan the trade and trade the plan, when you follow the rules, when you follow the game plan, you will have success. You're not here to grab the entire breadth of a trending movement. It's impossible to do that. It's impossible to do that consistently. What it is possible to do is develop a strategy that allows you to take your profit, get your edge, get your trade in, and allow you to consistently stack profitable trades. I'm sorry, guys, it's really hot in here. So make sure that as we are appreciating on this next crypto bull market, that you take profits. The biggest mistake that individuals didn't do was taking profits, whether that's taking profit at 1 ATR and setting that trailing stop loss, do that, or it's moving the stop loss to break even, or if it's doing 1, 2, 3, 20, 30, 50, or 50, 30, 20, whatever suits your strategy best. Whatever game plan you set out to do with your profit taking, follow that plan. So even with Bitcoin, right, as we approach 16,000, I think that it's a very valid strategy to take some profit at 16,000, to take some profit at 19,000, and then to take profit in small increments above that. So do not get carried away by the news, by the fundamentals, by the shills, because it is when price is appreciating that all the shills will come out of the woodwork and tell you how this is going to go absolutely to the moon, and you are an absolute fool to sell right now. And yes, once in a while, when you're in that scenario, when you look at something like Link, yes, it does seem like it does continue to climb up, but individuals who got into Link and took profit have done quite well. So it's very hard to judge an individual's investment strategy versus trading strategy. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to be satisfied with what is yours, right? And you can't have everything. So you have to define where to take profit and follow that rule. Trust me, you will be a far more profitable trader because of it. Number 2, set stop losses, right? And by this, I don't really quite mean set a stop order on the exchange that you're trading. What I really mean with this is for kind of long-term holds in positions. One of the biggest problems, one of the biggest downsides that I've noticed with students coming in who were here in 2017, 2018, and I asked them, how they did. They said, well, not very good. I held these bags all the way down to the bottom. So this is just an example of letting a trade turn into an investment, or not having clear objectives with an investment, right? Or investing in something that you don't really want to invest in, right? Often individuals will say they invest in cryptocurrency when they don't really want to invest in the coin that they're investing in. So if you're investing in cryptocurrency, you need to be investing in, a small, maybe handful, 5 or less, number of coins that you really believe in, that you have studied, that you understand, the community, and that you believe will work and make the world a better place. Those investments we can consider investments because we could theoretically consider holding those almost indefinitely, right? Through a bull market, through a bear market. The reason why is because we have the confidence to hold those investments because we have done our research and we feel very confident that we have invested in the right thing. We just need time for the market to understand that we are right and that it is wrong. But when you're kind of looking at the latest popping off DeFi, altcoins, tokens, do you really understand how that works? Is that really your strategy? Is that really your edge? Is that really, you've done all the hardcore fundamental research and technical research and identified the community and know the developers and, all of the things that you really want to do to invest in something? I think what you really want to do is you want to get those gains and you want to trade them. So keep that in your mind. Identify that. The difference between investing and trading. Trade things that are speculative, invest in things that are for sure in your mind. So when I say set stop losses, I mean, don't turn trades into investments, and B, of course, set stop losses on your trades. And you will be turning a lot of those investments that you might have made back in 2017 or that you did make back in 2017 into trades that you will objectively know when the trade has gone awry. So no holding bags down to the bottom. If we start to see big red candles, guys, it's time to sell, right? It is time to assume that maybe the bull market is over and that it is best for us to cut our losses, enjoy our gains, and walk away unscathed with profit in our pocket. Number 3, do not over diversify. And I touched on this a little bit in the last point, but again, going right along with holding these bags down to the bottom, I talked to so many individuals that just had all of these cryptocurrencies. They just kind of sprayed and prayed with their cryptocurrency investments. And I do not think that's the way to go. If you're going to, that's okay for trades, perhaps. But if you're going to be, again, investing in things for the long term, if you're going to be picking up long-term holds, you're not going to have much room in your portfolio, I think, for all of these random diversified coins. Some of them, most of them are probably not going to perform well. So identify, again, the ones that you believe in, the ones that you fundamentally have faith in, the ones that you have done your research on, and that you feel confident holding, whether price goes up or down. That is how you invest, and that is how you have the confidence and the mentality to hold those investments regardless of what the market brings. Number 4, do not over risk. This is one of the drums that we beat all the time, and one of the main reasons that we found a crack in cryptocurrency. Manage your position sizes wisely. It is only through position size management that you will be able to consistently achieve profits and stay in the game when the market turns against you, because eventually the market will turn against you. And you have to ensure that when you have a losing trade, it does not wipe you out. It is the most common problem and mistake that traders make. Too big of position sizes, revenge trading, and emotional trading. So manage your position sizes wisely. Use consistent position sizes. I recommend using 2% risk on each trade, meaning you will lose 2% of your account balance should your trade hit the stop loss. And you determine your position size based on the distance to your stop loss, right? From your entry to the distance to your stop loss. We have a great course on this, our Risk Management 101 in the Online Trading Academy, if you guys want to join the premium trading group at premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Now, number 5, and most important, this is the most important tip for you guys. Be grateful. Be grateful. You, if you're watching this channel, if you're watching this video, you are avant-garde. You're at the front of the front. You really are. You are investing into cryptocurrency, or you're interested in investing in cryptocurrency. You're trading cryptocurrency. And not only that, but you're developing, because you're watching this channel, you're developing objective strategies for success. You're not going to be trading emotionally. You're not going to be investing based on what Cointelegraph tells you to invest in. You're going to be doing your own research. You're going to be building your own system, and you're going to be taking your own trades and your own investments. So with that being said, remember to be grateful. Remember to be grateful that you are in this time, that you have this opportunity, that you have this amazing asset class to trade and enjoy that can boost and benefit your own personal life because of the gains that can be made because of the volatility and the speculation. And ultimately, remember, you cannot catch all of a movement. So at some point, you're going to have to be satisfied with what you get. The moment you decide to sell is when you decide to sell. Now, you can always re-enter, but that trade right there is closed. And it is best if you walk around being satisfied with the results of your trading and investment, and not, oh, I could have made 10% more or 15% more. Don't think like that. That is a self-defeating mindset, right? Instead, look at what you did make and say, wow, I made 12%. Don't say, oh, I could have made 22% instead of 12%. That's how losers think. Think like a winner. Look at what you got, realize that that is more than you had, and realize that you are moving forward consistently and profitably. And keep that in your heart. Be grateful. Be happy as a trader. Enjoy what you do. Love what you do. And this is a job you can continue coming back to each and every single day. Thank you guys so much for joining me for today's Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. Brief update for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Again, if you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video to your friends, your family, people you don't even like, because they need to see this information, especially at this time when there's so much misinformation going around. As I said, join the Discord at discord.crackingcryptocurrency.com. And if you're interested in the products and services our company offers, or you want to build your own objective trading strategy, make sure to check out premium.crackingcryptocurrency.com. Hopefully we'll be back online tomorrow, but I've heard that they're not going to have power restored for a couple days now. So just stay tuned with us, guys, and we'll be trying to post these updates as often as possible, but make sure to join the Discord to stay up to date, guys. All right, cheers.